I was recording it,
That's
bro.
all.
Let's
I was
get
waiting
it.
on the nigga to do that.
I was recording it, brother. Let's get it, though.
Oh, all right.
All right, fellas. We are finna go live in 3, 2. Mr. Ja, it's on you.
Welcome back to OTM Muddy Waters Podcast. This is episode 7. We're doing a recap, and we're also doing the solutions to conquering your social media abuse and addiction. And I'm also we're here with C Punch, you know what I'm saying? He got an album coming February 7th. We with the CEO, Chino Rax. You already know what it is, managing a lot of shit. And then we got Sauce Lee, you know what I'm saying, the money man.
Let's get it, man.
Yes, sir. So with this episode, like Josh said, we gonna be going over a recap over the pros, the cons, the business, and we go give y'all a couple solutions or just our input on how you can conquer social media. So to start the podcast, my 2 questions to y'all: which topic was y'all favorite, and which episode do you think the learners or listeners gained the most from?
I'll go first. I think the financial literacy, man. I feel like being financially literate, having money in your pocket, and also knowing how to make money and learning and understanding financial instruments, that probably was one of my favorites. I'm also a business junkie, too, so I fuck with that one the most.
Yeah, I'll go next. I'll agree with you for the second question. I think that was probably the most informative episode. But personally, my favorite episode, I was gonna say today, but we're gonna say the one with TZ because he dropped a lot of good gems. I feel like that was a really good conversation that was had. Him and Z both being on the podcast, so that's my personal favorite. But I do think the most informative one is the one that you said with the financial literacy for sure.
Yeah, I think what Josh said also about the favorite episode, but my favorite topic would be the cons, just because how in depth we got into the cons and we kind of, got into everybody's like soft spot or places where they don't like to be attacked. So I think with that, we gain the most.
Facts, man. Well, I think one of my favorite ones is probably gonna be the one we shoot today, man. The solution episode, man. So I think this is probably gonna be my favorite one. I liked everything from the pro episode to the con episode to the business episode, and even everything that we shot. You know what I'm saying, leading up until then. But I think today I'm probably more excited to shoot this episode just because it's like we're talking about something, but we're not just leaving you with something. We're gonna give you something to walk away with on this episode
For free.
for free. You know?
Definitely. This episode it's gonna be a little bit more freshened up now that we, gaining more experience, getting more comfortable in our element. So y'all gonna see the starters let loose a little bit more.
And real quick, man, shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all for tapping in with the OTM Muddy Waters click, man. This is just we gonna clip this, man, for social media, man. But thank y'all for supporting us, man. Make sure y'all leave a comment. Make sure y'all leave a like. Make sure y'all share the video. We want OTM to be in every household, to be in on as many laptops on many TV screens as possible, y'all. We hope this message that we're bringing is fruitful in a lot of different ways. But thank y'all, man. Let's get it though. Chino, man, that first question, man, was great, bro.
Yeah, man. So like I was saying, the topics is like how we gonna keep this thing going. So wrapping up this series, talking about the pros, the cons, the business. As far as that, I would like to go more in depth about the topic. So when we talk about pros, cons, business, I'm gonna talk about the pros right now, and I'll list like a couple cons, and I'll list a couple business things that I just off the top of my head. So the pros will be how we use social media, how we can use it to our advantage, figuring out those type of things, stuff like that. The cons would be the doom scrolling, waking up and that being the first thing you do, and then the business is learning how to monetize and do all that type of stuff to where you actually getting paid for being on social media. And that way you really taking advantage, which is also a pro, because now if I learn how to take advantage on the business aspect, now I'm not just on social media for fun. I'm actually benefiting, and I'm actually teaching other people how to benefit.
Definitely.
Right on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's also, you just talked about the pro, we talk about the cons. One of the biggest cons, that we all talk about is, what I'm saying, is it off reflex, or are we on social media for dependency? You know what I'm saying? Also, like, some people are only on social media for comparison, or sometimes people feel like their social media shows their worth. You know what I mean? And I just personally feel like that's why we're here to talk about creating solutions and a balance for those things. Because even I battle those things, not the comparison or anything like that, but just the doom scrolling, you know, I get on social media sometime to do the daily ops, and I see shorty with, you know what I'm saying, with all that behind it. It's like, I'm gonna click on the page and scroll to see what she be posting. You feel me? So I gotta get away from that. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts.
So,
Facts, and that 5 minutes turned into 30 minutes, and now you're looking up and like where your time went. So
Right.
that's why we, at the end of this, we gonna give y'all solutions on how we trying to overcome it, because we ain't perfect. We
No, not
just
at
like
all.
every other human being. Like, social media is a trap. So
Facts.
we trying to overcome that trap. So we gonna give y'all our solutions on how we overcoming it. We ain't
Yeah.
overcame it yet. We still in that process.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what I was just
shit.
about to say. Like, I personally have not overcame social media or just, you know, some of the negative effects of social media, you know, with the doom scrolling and the just being on there excessively and whatnot. So just finding a good balance of how to use it appropriately, what ways we can use it to make money, and of course, you know, just moderation, man.
yeah.
Nah, facts. And then I was gonna talk about time, which I just mentioned. I was talking to one of my coworkers about this, man, and we's like, you know, the average reel is about 30 seconds. So if you if you watch 10 videos, 30 seconds, that's 300 seconds. You just spend 5 minutes scrolling, watching 10 videos. You know what I'm saying? And when I broke it down to him like that, he's like, bro, I never thought about it. Like, I spent 5 minutes just on 10 videos. It's like, it seems so small, but it seems so big. And it's like, how can we use social media to really, because I look at my relationship with social media, right? And so when I answered, I said, man, what C just talked about, how can I make better decisions with social media? You know what I'm saying? Like, I find myself waking up sometimes early in the morning. You know, I could do anything. Drink some water, do some push-ups. I could
Definitely.
look at the markets. I could do something. But you can spend 2 hours just scrolling.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's a con, you know, when you can scroll for 2 hours and you can't really keep or remember anything that you
Yeah,
just...
like-
and then you ain't even out the bed yet. Do it first
Exactly.
thing in the morning. You open your phone, turn your alarm off. You on Instagram. Shoot,
Yeah.
get your butt up out that bed. Start
Yeah.
your day.
So let's talk about the solutions then. So what would be the most simplest way to, like C and Xavier said, starting off with just waking up in the morning and finding something else to do besides grabbing your phone and scrolling? What would be the simplest way or most effective way for a person to go about that?
Let me take head
Yeah.
on this one, bro. Just at least take point to start with. I think some of the conversation we had before we started streaming this, just managing your time, maybe setting a timer, but before you even get to that point, start some routine. You know, establish a routine within your day.
Definitely.
Have something that you know you need to do that does not involve your phone, because what happens, I saw this like real cool chart, and it showed how much time we spend in our lives doing this, and that. And it had, you know, like sleep, work, driving, eating. And then there was like this bracket, this big section that said free time. But in that free time section, like 90% of that free time section was full of phone time.
Damn.
And I'm like, wow, when you think about it, your free time is gone when you're using it for social media.
Facts.
You don't have, and so, you know, we take for granted what free time really can be. Free time doesn't mean go fuck off, excuse my language, but you know, it don't mean go do whatever. Take that time and find a way to utilize that time effectively, you know? So just kind of establishing a routine and maybe setting a little timer on your phone, 15 minutes. Once that timer go out, oh man, I've been on Instagram this long. Let me get off. Let me put my phone down for a minute and do something else.
Facts. I think one of the things that I do, I got a Garmin watch, you know what I'm saying? So what I do is my watch give me smart notifications. So the
Bro, we
moment I
don't care
wake up-
about your watch, bro.
Hey, this nigga can barely do 20 push-ups, I swear to
Stop
God.
playing.
We got a watch
Hey,
though.
nose to the ground, man.
Up on me. But yeah, bro, got a Garmin watch and like it give me smart notifications. So when I wake up, it has a reminder on here that it says move and drink water. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
also sleep with my watch on to give me my sleep and my data. So what I do is now, the first thing I do, I just wake up, I drink me some water, I start stretching immediately. I'm not even touching my phone.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, even though this is technology, it's damn like I can check who sent me an email, I can check the time. I can check the weather all just from my watch without even having to touch my phone. Once I start stretching, I get into my little daily routine. I stretch, brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I'll just start doing push-ups. After that, do some pull-ups, stretch, and then after that, I start doing my daily devotion, which I read my Bible. So that's one of the things that I do
And
for my
stretch
morning
again.
routine. And that takes about 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not really on my phone for that first 20 minutes of the
Facts.
day. And I'm also
Facts.
reading a book too, so it's like my mind is now open, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
starting my day off with a clear mind as opposed to just waking up and looking, let me go to social media. I also feel like that's stupid, you know what I'm saying? I feel like personally that is a waste of time now because I've been working on it, you know what I'm saying, as a team with OTM with the daily ops, but that's my first solution for when you first waking up.
Yeah, I would say one thing that I do when I first wake up, I make sure I hit my knees and pray. I go let my dogs out, you know, for the people that have pets. I go let my dogs out, spend some time outside with my dogs. I read, but I do get in the habit of going to my phone because we do have our morning prayer. So after my morning prayer, boom, I make sure I'll either get up, stretch, drink my tea, or go work out. So that way, even if I am on my phone, I'm not stuck on the app or anything. I grab my phone just for the call, boom, put it back down. Or I grab my phone, boom, start playing music, put it back down. You feel me? So things like that, just being more aware and being more attentive of the time and just being clear on the time not being wasted. So once you get in that aspect of you appreciating time more, then you'll spend your time more wise instead of thinking, boom, I got time to do this, I got time to do this, I can put it off. So once you get out that procrastination mode and get into like a creative thinker mode instead of like a reactive thinker, then you'll start to, you know, inch by inch, you'll look back and you'll be like, oh, nah, I ain't even touched my phone for 30 minutes. So it's important that you start with small routines so that way the small
facts.
routines being consistent in the small thing, now you'll look back and now you have a bigger accomplishment.
What do y'all think about social media fasting? Because I know y'all remember when I went on that fast last year, and I logged out of Instagram for a whole week. That was a great week.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody don't have to go to the extreme of me not eating, nothing like that. But you know, I think it's healthy to intentionally set parameters and boundaries to keep you off of those type of things. Because at the end of the day, bro, like it's important to go touch some grass. You know, it's important to go outside. It's important to build not only your career and whatever it is you're doing, but build yourself up. You know, and put your face in a book. You know what I'm saying? And go outside, go play some sports. You know, go sweat a little bit. You know, something that might be worth considering or talking about, like maybe just a day a week. No social media.
Yeah, and it's like with anything, that 5 minutes can turn into 10 minutes. Now I spend 5 minutes touching grass. Now I've been out here for 10 minutes. Now I have a brighter mind. Now I have better ideas because I'm doing something that's kind of natural instead of social media and the phone being, I'm not saying it's unnatural, but it's kind of like man-made. So like touching a tree or touching grass, that, you know, it gives you a sense of not urgency, but a better nature.
It's grounding.
Yeah, it's grounding
It give you
yourself.
clarity,
Yeah,
bro.
it give you clarity. It kind of like refreshes your mind, refreshes your body, kind of give you a little bit more energy than what you woke up with. So say I got a bad night or whatever, how your night end. So your mind, your sleep, not all the way there. So if I wake up and I know last night I didn't have a great night, so now I'm trying to get in a more positive mood. So now I go touch grass for at least 1 minute. My mood can change automatically just by touching grass for that 1 minute. So
it's
like I said,
scientifically proven too, like chemicals
scientifically
releasing your
proven.
body.
Exactly. So even with the touching the grass, now you got the sun, which is giving you better energy and the energy that you might lack because some people, they wake up, a person that has to go to work, you feel me? If they're not having a good night, they might wake up, boom, drink some coffee or some tea to wake them up and hop straight in the car, then straight into the office. So you ain't really got no sunlight to even change your mood, you know? So also
So let
with the
me
routine-
ask y'all this: have y'all ever heard of the saying? We probably all heard it. You are what you eat.
Yeah.
So the reason why I brought that up because in accordance with what Chino was just saying, how it could be like a daily discipline almost.
Yeah.
How you intentionally Punches brought it up fast, where you can make it a challenge to say, hey, for the first 3 to 4 hours of my day, I may go no social media. Because to answer the first question you asked is like, what are some ways we could solve it? Two things popped into mind. One was one thing that I've tried and attempted, and it worked some days, and some days I don't do what y'all did, and that's going to be some. I've heard, I've read, and I've applied it. If you go to sleep at nighttime, put your phone on the charger across the room for you. Set your alarm. So when you wake up, you actually have to get up physically to go turn that alarm off.
Yeah,
Now, when I practiced that 100%, every time I did not get up and instantly do it. Sometimes I turned the alarm off, got right back in bed. Most times than others, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I did have the urge to do something productive, like do a walk or do a journal entry. So that was something that I've practiced in the past. Recently, 2025 going into 2026, something that I've been intentional with is just being more mobile. So what I've been trying to do for social media in the morning was I replace my scrolling with physical activity. So I try to get up, and I try to do this at nighttime too, but my goal is to wake up and I do a set of 50 or 100 of exercise.
Yeah.
So I wake up, I may do 50 mountain climbers. I may do 50 jumping jacks.
You doing 50 push-ups.
I may do 100 push-ups. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I do 50. I know I do 50 or 100 of one exercise, no matter what it is, just so that I wake up, because I'm at a point in life where I'm looking at my health. And I'm like, man, I'm not where I want to be. So let me make different decisions. Like, what would an active lifestyle look for me in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, as opposed to my current lifestyle? Because if I want to be more active, I have to identify times where I can be active.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like me trying to do 50 mountain climbers or 50 jumping jacks in the morning, that allowed me to now, I don't use social media for those first 2 minutes of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a 4-hour delay, but now I put a 2-minute delay where I got some type of benefit from them 50 jumping jacks.
Yeah.
And now that 2 might turn into 10.
Right.
You feel me? Because now after you didn't did your mountain climbers, now you walking off, leaving your phone in the room or whatever, go and get some water, go and get some juice.
Facts.
And now you might let your dog out, and now you chilling outside with Kobe or whatever. You feel me? Then you might want to hit the shower before.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because you didn't
Shout
caught a
out
little
Kobe.
sweat in.
Okay.
You
See,
feel me?
you highlighting some important things though here. Like, just as easy as it is to go on your phone and doom scroll for 10, 20, 30 minutes, it's just as easy to do a real life activity and
Facts.
do it longer than you think. You know, and that's the thing. The whole point of this is, how can we reduce screen time? You know?
Yeah.
And you know, it once you get caught up into doing any task, that task sometimes can you get caught up in the task and you end up doing it longer than you thought.
Yeah.
So, you know, just trying to replace those bad habits with better ones is the start. You know, and then how to manage that time you spend doing these activities is the next step. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all know what I think, bro? I think social media make people forget how to be human, bro, for some reason.
Yeah.
They do.
A lot of people
separating that from their reality.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know. I always felt like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially like in times, especially with children. You know what I'm saying? That's really one of my biggest concerns. It's
Women?
like children.
And women.
Oh, okay, yeah, bet. My fault.
I said what I said on purpose.
No, oh, okay, I get you. Yeah, but shit, like it's just like I don't know. It's just a strange thing. Especially, I feel like the best way to conquer it is to be practical though.
Yeah.
Like you really don't need your phone for a lot of activities.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
You don't.
Like you really don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really just for calling and texting. Everything else
Exactly.
is extracurricular.
Exactly.
You know-
Also, yeah. Also, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, my
Also,
bad.
on the phone, like they have it to where on Apple, like in the settings, you can put a time limit on the app.
Yeah.
So I do 15 minutes for each one. So once the 15 minutes is up, it's time for me to get off of it. You know what I'm saying?
So go in depth a little bit about that. Like, how would you go about that? Like, how can you go? Because a lot of people don't know that. You know, you might know how to do it, but a lot of people, they know how to run all these apps, but they don't know how to go to their settings and put a timer. So let's spend a couple minutes and you can just explain that.
So we're gonna go to settings.
Go ahead and drop that camera down at his phone, brother. No.
You
A
know,
text might pop up.
Oh yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. We got screen. You go to your settings and you go to screen time, and then they have something called. It says see all apps and website activity, and also has app limits. So you can go to add a limit,
on everything, right?
and it literally you got everything. So you got social, games, entertainment, creativity, productivity, finance, education, information, and reading, and you can set a timer for how long you want to be on the app. So since I use Instagram the most, I'm putting a 15-minute timer. Because I know if I go longer than 15 minutes, I'm not going to do nothing.
And look, you know, at the end of the day, as creators, you know, it's inevitable. We're gonna be on social media.
Oh,
We
of
have to, because that's the only way we're gonna grow our platform on a global base. You know, because at the end of the day, this phone could connect you. We talked about this earlier too, to somebody on the other side of the world. And you know, as creators, we got to find ways to get creative about how we're using our time on social media. And you know, it's easy to just jump on there and start scrolling and watching. But as creators, our job is to create. Maybe we need to reward ourselves with screen time after we do something that's going to benefit us.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
sure.
and this could go to any creator. You know, if you're going to get on Instagram, open up Reels first. Shoot
So
a
I
reel.
got a question for
and
you,
then
C
get
Punch.
into that. What's up?
I got a question for you, C Punch, and y'all can chime in as well. When did y'all notice that you had an over obsession with social media? Like, meaning when you first realized,
I'm gonna let you go
wow,
first, see.
I may be using social media a little too much in the morning, or a little too much during the day, or a little too much at night. Was that pre-COVID, during COVID, post-COVID?
I would say, you know, probably multiplied during the COVID time, because that was the easiest way to stay connected with everybody and what they're doing. But I don't want to pinpoint it just on that, because obviously habits are built over time. So it's just when you notice it, you just kind of start to pay attention to the patterns and try to correct it. I started noticing, I don't know, several months ago, or maybe even longer than that, when Instagram started changing the algorithm and whatnot, and you know, stuff start popping up that you don't follow, this, that, and the other. We don't even need to get into all that, but just being on there and then like checking the time, looking at the clock, and be like, whoa, it's been a whole hour, you know, and I've been sitting in the same spot on this couch,
Yep.
on the same app. That's a problem. It's a problem. Like, that's as long as a episode in a TV series that's an hour long. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have been sitting here watching Game of Thrones. I'm sitting here watching ass and Game of Thongs. Like, you know, I'm
Facts.
being for real though.
Real
Like,
talk. Right.
so
I don't blame you though, man.
you know, just when you notice it, that's probably a good time to start paying attention to the patterns. And then,
So what about y'all, Chino, Ja? When y'all feel
mean,
like, do you ever feel like you had an over obsession with your smartphone?
I wouldn't say like an over obsession for me. I kind of caught on to it, I would say about a year ago, so post-COVID. I was just waking up every morning, and since I don't work on the same schedule as everybody else, I wake up and my mornings are kind of like just open. So I'll be outside or walking my dogs or whatever, and I'll just catch myself like just scrolling. And now I just sat outside with my dog 30, 45 minutes, maybe even an hour, and I'm just on social media just scrolling. So I just replaced that with an activity, a physical activity, or just being more aware of what I'm doing and how I'm using my free time. So, like, if I got a free 3 hours in the morning because I don't go to work till 10, and I spend 30 minutes on my phone, I feel like that's a failure morning, because I can do that, but if I haven't done something productive before I spend 30 minutes on my phone, you know, then that's kind of like working backwards to me. So I just caught on to that, and I kind of like just replaced it. I'm not saying I still don't get caught on my phone for 30 minutes or whatever. I'm saying I just replaced the order. So now I'm doing something productive before I do something like that, with scrolling on my phone or being on YouTube watching the video or even watching the TV show. You feel me? I just replaced all that with like reading or exercise, which is running, or even just going into the gym. I might walk on the treadmill for 20 minutes, you know, just to be doing something.
I mean, for me, I knew it was bad because, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't know about y'all, I be trolling on Instagram. So, like, if I see a video of somebody working out and he fat, I be like, hey, bro, you fat. And everybody in the comments be like, bro, why you being so mean to bro? And I just start trolling everybody. I knew I had a problem then when I made that, like, an agenda to go online and do that.
Yeah.
Like, well, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga
I'm
just
like,
waking up trolling every day.
I'm like, they need to stop. And then also, I got like, somebody was like, bro, you doing all this positive stuff, and then you on here trolling other people. Like, it don't even coincide with what you're doing. I'm like, you know what? I hate to chill on this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what kind of made me chill out. So also, that's why I post a lot too, because it's like, I know people get on their phone every day. So it's like, for me to combat that, if I'm gonna be on social media, I need to be posting on social media. So that's why
definitely.
I post, you know what I'm saying, the way that I do. And it's also, I'm also posting real time, let people know, like, I'm human just like you. I be on social media just like y'all, but I'm also doing something.
Yeah,
So I'm also trying to not only reinforce a habit for myself, but also tell other people like, no, when you see me posting that means you need to get out and go do something.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with it, but that's also a way to combat it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, like we said, like we still overcoming the social
Yeah.
media trap. We ain't just all the way there yet. Like we still all young men, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No matter the age, young, medium,
Yeah.
old, whatever. Everybody,
said medium.
you feel me? Because we in between. You feel me? We ain't old, we ain't young. You feel me? Because you got these like now people starting to be in social media. Like my niece, she's 7, and she be on TikTok all the time.
Trying
like
to make
more than
be
me.
Insta famous and
You feel me? And stuff like
influencers
that.
at
So
6 years
at this
old.
point, like it started at a very young age. So we in the
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah.
You feel me? When it comes
Right.
to age bracket.
So have y'all ever saw yourself scrolling? Have you ever felt? Me personally, I caught myself scrolling, doom scrolling, scrolling uncontrollably, wasting my time, procrastinating, whatever category you want to fall it under, you want it to have it fall under. I've actually seen myself do this, and I feel bad after. Now I don't know if that's me feeling bad because I feel like I wasted time, me feeling bad because I wasn't productive, or me just feeling bad because it's like I don't know. It's like I just felt bad about it. Like
I would say
I don't know how to explain that feeling I had. Where sometimes I'd be like, bro, did I really just scroll on Instagram for 10, 15
Let me tell you, I'm gonna
minutes?
answer
I
your
would
own
say-
question.
I would say that comes from having like a higher standard for yourself.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
when you catch yourself doing something, basically like if you know you don't steal and you go steal something, like you gonna feel bad at it because you know you ain't supposed to be doing that. So you just having a higher standard for yourself and knowing, boom, if I want to be in this certain place, I can't be doing these certain things. You feel me? Because like C said, habits are built over time, and habits define your success.
So look, if you feel guilty about anything you do, that means you're not doing the right thing, and it may not be morally wrong per se.
Right,
But
like scrolling
your
isn't
own-
morally wrong. Facts.
Right. It's not morally wrong to open up Instagram. That's not the point I'm making. The point is, if you feel personally, if you have a personal conviction that damn, I just wasted an hour. If you feel like that time was wasted, then you've already completed the first step of conquering that
Yeah.
social media.
It's just like addiction, bro. The 1st step is admitting it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I be dome scrolling, I also dome scroll on things I'm interested in, though. You know what I'm
True.
saying? So it's really not dome scroll. I'm really getting a lot of inspiration and motivation to do it. You know
Sometimes
what
you
I'm
can
saying?
get
Or I'm gaining
information
something,
too. Yeah, you can learn.
It's really about how you use it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely
This
how
what I
you use
told
it.
my ex, bro.
Solutions.
It ain't what you eat, it's how you eat it. That's what I told her. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna fall a
Damn.
lot of y'all heads, but
So do y'all think
You
do
know
y'all
what I'm saying?
think social media kind of
They ain't catch that.
yeah,
Man, hit
actually
the button,
before I
man.
say
Hit the
what I
button,
say,
man. Hit the
repeat
button,
that.
man.
Repeat that, Ja.
They ain't catch that, man.
I told my ex girlfriend, man, it ain't what you eat, it's how you eat it. You know what I'm saying? So
Come on, man.
Pause. Moment of silence for the real eaters.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
Hey,
All y'all they got a blessing. They God bless you with the gift of gab. Facts. Nah, facts. But nah, we love all ladies, man. If you don't know, we can teach you. Facts.
Hey, ain't no we on that.
hey, nah.
No.
She can teach you.
Nah. Hey, nah, man. But facts though, man.
So what I was gonna ask all of you guys, do y'all feel like social media has enabled complacency, or do you feel like it has enabled competition, or both, and why?
I feel like it's enabled competition the most. Even though some people get jealous and envy, that's still, some form of
competition creates a
because-
healthy marketplace.
Exactly. So I think it's like pushing people to get like how Josh posting his exercises all day. Everybody on his feed, that's probably giving them more motivation to go work out, because I see this dude working out every single day. He making time for it. I can make time for it for sure.
Right. Or they
You know?
gonna hate and they gonna just unfollow you. And guess
Exactly.
what? That just means you're doing the right thing.
Oh,
That's
of course.
good.
Because they gonna look back on it and be like, damn, like he was only trying to help me.
Facts. Not even help you specifically. It's just like he showed you a way of living that could produce a different way of results.
Yeah. So see, can you repeat your question?
Yeah, so the question is, do you feel like social media has enabled complacency or if it's enabled competition or both, and why? And I'll give my answer real quick. I think it definitely is a little bit of both. Mostly competition from a standpoint, let's take it back to an early example. Infant stages of Instagram and maybe a little bit before that. Kim Kardashian, bro. We've all seen what Kim Kardashian looked like. I don't know a single person that don't know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Women looked at her as a role model,
Damn,
young
the
and
blueprint,
old,
the blueprint.
as the blueprint of what a successful woman looks like and what the ideal woman is. The curves, the face, the business ventures, all of this. And, it's caused women to compete with each other ever since she kind of got famous. And it's not to point the blame on her per se, but, you notice the trends. We got more women with BBLs. You don't got as many natural women these days. And it's not just women either. It's everybody. That's just an example that I can speak on because ass is always on my feed. But let me just say this, bro, because I'm getting off topic.
Got lost in the
So does that
about to get lost in the
mean-
sauce. The
Right.
complacency, though, bro. So this is where it can establish or enable complacency. Complacency, you get so comfortable in the same routine, getting on social media and just scrolling and not doing anything else outside of that. How can you compete with the person that's over here eating nothing but whole foods and working out every day if you're scrolling? You're complacent because you sitting here doing it and just keep watching it over and over and over and over and over again.
Facts.
But that's my answer. I want to know what y'all got to say about
I'm
that.
gonna say both, bro. One on complacency. I'm gonna say this: when you see success and you don't have success, it's hard to not envision yourself with the same success. So, meaning the level of freedom someone has, the jet skis, the clothes, the access, the galas, the Grammys, the events, the venues, the lifestyle, the traveling. When you envision yourself, you don't have it. I feel like sometimes that could breed complacency because you get demotivated by the fact that you don't have it. Like, we're 25 years old. There's not one millionaire in this room yet, but we all know someone that's 25 that has $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Whether we specifically can rub shoulders with them, we know them first name basis, or we know of someone. So it's like when you see someone that's 25, I'm speaking to us in this room on this podcast, when we see someone that's 25, maybe one receptive that we get is, wow, he having it, and you just kind of go numb to the fact that you don't have it. So you may not want to go post content that day. You may not want to go to the studio. Not because that person made you feel bad, but it's just more so like you saw it on a level and you like, man, we're really the same age. Like,
but I also think like comparison is a theft of joy. I mean, for me personally speaking, like I do know people who are actually millionaires and people who I've actually like rub against, you know what I'm saying, and see all the time. But it's like for me, it's a motivator because it's like if he can do it, I know for damn sure I can do it. And I know this person, you know what I'm saying? Like I physically can call this person. We had dinner together, so it's like for me, I don't know. Me personally speaking, bro, like I just like seeing stuff like that. For me, it just really make me want to go harder.
I like that you said that.
I don't know why. Like I got a homie right now. Like he in textile, bro. He making like 6 figures a year, but it's like all he do is sell carpets. And they not even no fancy carpets. It's just the fact that like the machine and the hustle he got behind it. He only 23 years old. That it make me feel good to even know you. So it's like if I got a homie on that, I gotta match him. That's how I always felt though.
right.
And it just make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? To even be around that. So like for me, I don't know. I think I ain't gonna say competition, but it is healthy competition because I got homies that work out. Like the dude that I did edit his video for, he work out every day too. So it's like every time he drop a video, I'm gonna drop a video. I don't think it's competition like that. I'm better than him, but I think it's to show him like we on the same page, and it's also fun. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I just like having that type of community around me, bro.
Now, competition is gonna be the second piece of what I'm saying because I feel like complacency comes from comparison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You actually put the word that I didn't
Right.
even know I needed, comparison.
Likewise.
Complacency comes from comparison because you know what I'm saying? You compare to, oh man, he's 25, I'm 25. You know what I'm saying? Lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Result, reality. Now, we talk about competitiveness. I feel like it's also healthy because when you see someone in the textile industry, you like, okay, bet he making 100,000 off this. You got to be able to look in yourself and say, what can I make 100,000 off of?
Exactly. Yeah.
What can I make $500,000 off of?
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, for instance, when you see your partners, like, I got a brother of mine, you know what I'm saying? He played football at Manville, you know what I'm saying? Played Team Texas, top 20 quarterback in his class, 2018, you know what I'm saying? He has a carpet cleaning business out in Dallas right now. And I'm just like, bro, the numbers he's doing, like, I'm going to just say this. For him to live, and he got a kid now, he got a mortgage now. For him to live, he has to pay $7,000 a month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's not what the business is making. That's what he has to pay to wake up and have a house over his head for his own mortgage. So when I see, I'm like, bro, what is going on? Like from a competition level, it's like, bro, I gotta find a way to get in the same ball place. Cause like, ain't no way my brother is having an emotion where it's like only he should have it. So I gotta compete. I gotta motivate myself to wake up and I look at my market and I focus and I lock in on my skill sets and my habits. Cause he may be able to make his 200,000 off carpet cleaning. I may be able to make my 200,000 off investing off the market.
Yeah.
I may be able to make mine off my production company.
Yeah.
So let me lock in on my videos. Let me lock in on my reels. Let me lock in on my skills. You know what I'm saying? So we can both be at 350,000, 400,000 a year. So now he's able to be in a position where he can look to his left and his right. I'm alongside like-minded people, and I can do the same.
Yeah. That's really what it's all about. But I also feel like too, sometimes people like you also know what somebody else done been through though. You don't know how much they done prayed. You don't know you don't know what they doing to uphold it. So that's why it's never good to even compare. Cause some now let's be honest. I know a lot of people who are rich, bro. I got a lot of like rich white friends, but they don't pay for nothing. Their parents pay for their whole lifestyle, apartment, cars. So it's like me knowing that in general and being around them lets me know that could be for the next person I see on social media. You know what I'm saying?
And you know another thing, and it's a cultural separation, and maybe that's a topic for another day. But you notice them folks help each other out, whereas we are always fighting each other.
Yeah.
And you know who them and we is.
Yeah.
So once we as a community can rewire our brains and how we work and how we uplift each other, we're always going to be going through the same generational patterns.
And
So
yeah.
that's why I love what we do here at OTM, because we're trying to break generational curses and we're trying to break these patterns of poverty, depression, comparison, all this stuff that hinders us as young men and as a community. And that's why we're having conversations like this. And it kind of rolls me into this, because I know we're kind of running towards the end of this. What are we going to do to kind of mitigate our habits, our social media habits?
I think overall for everybody, including everybody in OTM, we just need to be practical.
Mm-hmm.
I think setting your phone away from you, setting a timer, or coming up with some type of routine where you don't touch your phone the first 15 minutes is the best way to go about doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say going down to the small details about your routine in your day. What are your daily habits? Where can you find time to do productive things, or just take out the free time and make that free time productive time, or time where I just got better? So not actually free time, even though you ain't got to work or nothing, or you feel me, we grown, so we ain't got school or homework or anything. Replace that free time with something that'll help you get better. So whatever you like if you like drawing, if you like coloring, you feel me, find a coloring book, do that. Like, get your mind,
Pour into you.
reset your mind, exactly, pour into you, find what works for you as an individual. And as Mud, we just go keep being real muddy over here.
Thanks. I'm gonna add to there are a few things I think we can do. One is going to be we can use social media with intention. So before you open an app, ask yourself, what am I here to do? Then leave when the task is done. The third thing I found out, second thing was going to be create no scroll zones. So examples, you create boundaries. Hey, I'm not gonna use my phone in bed anymore. I'm not gonna use my phone while I eat dinner, while I eat breakfast. No prayer, no phone during prayer, journaling, or planning time. And then I'm gonna just do 2 more. The last one was, the next one is replace the habit. Don't just remove it. I think that's one of the biggest things. So it's like when you feel the urge to scroll, read 2 pages, or write 3 ideas down, or pray or journal, or do 10 push-ups, or you know what I'm saying, work on a creative task for yourself.
Create the content instead of consuming it.
No, facts.
Right. And that was literally my last one, bro, is use social media as a tool, not a home seat punch, because guess what? You create, you don't live there.
Right on.
Definitely.
And that's a great way to close this out, man. I really think,
This was the best episode.
yeah, for real. Xavier called it at the beginning,
Yeah.
and he called it right, bro. So,
Nah, that's muddy.
mud.
All right, man. So make sure y'all tap in, man. Make sure y'all follow us on all platforms, OTMBENT.
If you don't like that motherfucker, fight that motherfucker.
Hold on, I gotta get you on camera, brother. Hold on, say it straight directly to the camera, brother.
Hold on. Before that, now we got Teezy with a fresh album out
There we
on
go.
Yeah.
all platforms.
Yes, we do.
TEEZY. Y'all go stream that.
Right.
Self-titled project.
YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music. Where's we're streaming at, man? We tapped in on all platforms. C Punch and Appy Z. Why do I just dropped at the top of the year, January 1st, man? They got it going crazy in the karaoke bars right now. So shout out to Atlas, man. Shout out to the DJ. What's his name? DJ
GQ.
Shout out DJ GQ at Atlas, man, for actually spinning our music during some of his sets, man. The feedback we've been getting since we performed Why Do I See Punch and Abby did it live in Atlas, man, has been amazing. So appreciate y'all, man. We got more music. We got more events. We got Muddy Gems Part 2 coming in 2026.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and you might be in for a surprise. Tap into that Teezy tape.
Facts. We got the South Carolina trip coming up, man. We got some big things coming up, man. We got artists, Josh dropping the book is coming up. We got the book signing coming up real
Yes,
soon.
sir. Y'all know
Let's
that.
get it, man. Anything else we got coming up, boys, for the community, man? We got the gaming tournament coming up, spring break.
Tournament coming up. Muddy
Yeah,
Gems.
man. They
So
said we're gonna be
everything.
Call of Duty, man. I think they said they're gonna do Call of Duty 2K. I don't know, man, but
Maybe
We on that.
NCAA.
We on that Madden too. We on
NCAA Madden, man. We gonna have a gaming tournament
Hey.
coming up.
February 7th.
Yes, sir.
Can't see me.
You can't see me, man. Shout out C Punch. Hey, C Punch, punch me in, doc. But this has been another episode, man. Thank y'all for watching this episode this far. If you made it to the end of this episode, we really fuck with you.
No, facts.
We really love you the mud way. Thank y'all, man. We out.